This is it, boys. The moment we've all been waiting for. The greatest moment in 55 years of footballing heritage in this country. The country which created the beautiful game. The country which has constantly underperformed year in, year out in every single major tournament. Finally have something to potentially celebrate. They finally have a team that they can believe in, that they believe will take them all the way. Hey guys, it's your boy JT and welcome back to another video where of course we're going to be going through that absolutely mouth-watering Euro 2020 final. You thought you got rid of me? Well, damn right you didn't, because I'm back and I'm ready for action. And you know who are ready for action? England are ready for action. Southgate are ready for action. And Raheem the Dream Sterling is ready to secure himself that player of the tournament trophy, along with a potential Ballon d'Or, Golden Boot, and anything else that could go with it. Yes, for a country like ours, we should have won 4 or 5 or maybe even 6 major honours by this time round. But this is it. This is our chance to change it. This is the biggest game that this country has seen, that football has seen since the 1966 World Cup final against West Germany. This is going to be absolutely electric. I'm sure you're all going to be down in those pints from 5 AM tomorrow morning. And yes, what did I tell you guys? I told you from the start. You can go back 2, 3, 4 weeks ago even. Check the live streams, check the videos, check any predictions you want. And this guy said it. This guy said it's coming home. This team is too good. This manager is too good. Jordan Pickford is too good. Raheem Sterling is too good. Calvin Phillips is too good. And that we were going to go all the way and bring it home. It first started happening around about 4 weeks ago, where I was coming home from the gym one day, and then all of a sudden I was just struck by these crazily illustrious visions of Sir Gareth Southgate hoisting that trophy out of the open top bus to the masses in central London. But before I get up my own arse with my own predictions, let's have a little look at how it all unfolded. Now, like I said, if you do go back to my predictions video, you will see I said we will stumble through the group stages. I said any team that wins it does not destroy it in the group stages. Look, Italy may have smacked everyone 3-0, 3-0 and then 2-1 in the group stages, but that gives me even more faith to believe that England will do it, because like I said, if you look back at all the teams that win it, if you look at Portugal when they won the Euros 5 years ago, if you look at France when they won the World Cup, if you look at Italy when they won their World Cup, I mean the list is endless. Spain when they won the World Cup in 2010, these teams don't just destroy it from the get-go. They start off a bit slower, they end up picking up some average needless draw that, like we did against Scotland, like France did against Denmark last year. And then as the tournament progresses, as you get further and further, then you start picking up the heat, then you start picking up the form, then the performances start coming. And that is exactly what's happened with England. We have aged like a fine wine, and there is no wine finer than Sir Gareth Southgate. And I'm telling you that. The guy is a genius. The way he sets us up, depending on the team we're playing, the squad selection he's chose has been perfect. The way he switched it up against Germany, everyone's saying, no, it's too defensive, don't go through it at the back, it's never going to work. He changes it up. He brings Roberto Carlos over to left wing back, brings Kyle Walker into centre half, puts Trippier right wing back, and we strangle them. We give them no chances, no options. Yeah, Ukraine had the odd chance. Yeah, Denmark got a free kick from 30 yards out. But none of these teams are creating a wealth of opportunities, because this team is one of the most resolute, strong-hearted English teams I have ever seen in my career. Honestly, some of the stuff Sir Gareth Southgate's got us playing is even better than what I thought it would have been. Yes, some people may want to see a bit more expansive football, a bit more free-flowing football, but that's not how you win tournaments. As Sir Alex Ferguson famously said, great attacks will win you games, but it's the good defences that win your championships. And that is exactly what we have. There is no defence stronger, no defence more resolute, no defence that has conceded as fewer goals as England in the entire tournament. And we're in the final. We've played more games than anyone else aside from Italy, and yet still nobody has conceded fewer goals. Now, a lot of people, although we were very, very happy against Denmark, we were very happy with the result and the outcome, there are a few things we do need to discuss going into the Italy game about our performance. At times, we looked like we could get the ball out into the wide areas of play. We would get it down their wing, but the final ball in the middle, that cutting pass, just wasn't happening. Every time it was going straight to their defender. And there were moments in the game where we did look a bit devoid of ideas. And especially, I know everyone looks to Jack Grealish as the answer. He's everyone's saint. He's the man that can do no wrong. And I love Grealish, don't get me wrong. I adore that man for the things he's done for us this tournament and for the way he plays his football. It's such a beautiful, elegant manner. However, there were times where he was just dribbling into corners. He was trying to take too many people on, and it wasn't sharp enough for me. It wasn't quick enough. And it was a bit too predictable at times, which is why for me, unfortunately, I know he did have to miss training today because of a slight niggle he picked up during the week. However, I hope it's not severe enough, because for me, I would throw him in at the deep end. I would give Foden his redemption chance. Foden on one wing, Harry Kane down the middle, Raheem Sterling on the other wing, Grealish in that midfield role. I loved Mount. I think he played fantastic again on the weekend. But against the Italians, I feel like they are going to sit back more than any other team we would face. And having Grealish in that pocket, for me, could be very, very useful. The thing with the Italians is they don't have a lot of pace. If you look at Jorginho in the midfield, I mean, that guy gets paced out by referees. Chiellini and Bonucci aren't exactly no spring chickens. So through the heart of that midfield, through the heart of their team, there is a lot of opportunity to exploit it. And with someone like Grealish drawing in that many players, it allows Raheem Sterling to penetrate his runs through the behind of them, which can really, really expose them. I'm telling you, our biggest asset this game is pace. Pace, pace, pace. And part of me is even inclined to slide Rashford in there for a one-off game, because could you imagine Rashford and Sterling on either wings just running at them time and time and time again, and it will be only a matter of time before they won't be able to live with it anymore. I mean, did you see them against Spain in that second half of extra time there? They were dead on their feet, absolutely dropping like flies, the Italians there. And it's because they couldn't deal with it in the long term. When they brought Morata on to fresh things up and he was making those darting runs in behind, it was tiring them out like nobody's business. And if we can do the same thing with Rashford, with Sterling, then oh boy, we are in for an absolute treat. But what do you guys think? Who would you start with tomorrow? And what do you think the score's gonna be? For me, my scores on the doors are a 3-0 victory for England. It's going to be a Raheem Sterling double with a Calvin Phillips goal in the middle. So it's going to start with Raz. It's going to go to Calvin. And then there's going to be another goal for Raz. It's going to be 3-0. Another clean sheet. It's such a shame we couldn't keep a clean sheet against Denmark. We could have had clean sheets all the way to the bank. But alas, a clean sheet tomorrow will do me very, very nicely. 1 goal conceded. Although it's not perfect, it'd be absolutely beautiful. And please, 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 I'm begging you, don't go to penalties. Don't go to penalties. I'm begging you. Oh my days, I would not be able to live with myself if it went to penalties. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Who do you think's going to win? What do you think the score's going to be? And pray with me. Pray with me.